And what I couldn't realize is that it's just gay. They don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to do no gestures. They don't want to spend no money on you. But, hold on. But as soon as it comes to their homeboys want to do something, they so ready. Then they think when they do something slight for you, it's tricking. That is bare minimum.
Listen, if you have to wait until you get paid to buy me something, give me money, send me somewhere on vacation while you work, if you're going to hit me with the, babe, go ahead and pay it and I'll pay you next week when I get paid, bleh. Listen, my advice to you is to stay single and save your money. You cannot afford to be in no relationship, especially with a woman like me.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this story that's currently going viral. So this caption reads, men who are becoming financially celibate. So you got more and more men protecting their peace, more and more men protecting their wallets, my wallet, my choice, and they're refusing to take these self-entitled women on dates, right? They're basically saying, nope, not doing it. I'm saving my money. I'm going to buy properties. I'm going to invest in the stock market. I am going to save my money and not invest on these self-entitled chicks, okay? And you got women seething and raging at the fact that men are becoming financially celibate and they can't stand it. So let's go to roll the clip here. Let's take a look.
It has come to my attention that the fellas are now starting something where they're saying they're going to be financially celibate, meaning that they're not going to be spending any money on a woman until marriage. Okay, this is my thing. What woman in her right mind can you actually date and not spend no money on her until y'all get married? It's like y'all are saying, y'all are upset with women who are becoming celibate and saying, well, since y'all saying that y'all want to wait until marriage, we just ain't going to spend no money until marriage. A woman who got common sense and is not going to deal with no scrubby man, that's not going to work with. More and more, y'all come up with things to make y'allself more lonely. Y'all gonna push the male loneliness epidemic even further with that foolishness.
Yeah, so here we go with these talking points. Okay, they talk about the single male lonely epidemic when we just seen what happened on Valentine's Day. Okay, they had to remix the word to Galentine's and have a coping session. Okay, they had matching lingerie and thongs, sipping on wine, eating cheese, and bumping coochies, right? And some of them were getting into fistfights because they couldn't even stand being in the same room with each other. Right? Some of them don't even like each other. Let's keep it real. So it was a complete show when it comes to women boo-hooing and complaining online, taking it day by day when it comes to Valentine's Day. You guys remember the videos? You got women basically losing their minds because men are ghosting them. Men are refusing to buy them gifts. Men are basically dumping them before Valentine's Day and all this other stuff, right? So when women talk about the male single lonely epidemic, it's completely ridiculous. It really is.
The women are making more money now. We're more independent. We're becoming more financially stable than men. And this is not to bash men or put men down. But y'all saying y'all ain't finna spend money on women no more like that. A lot of y'all already ain't spending money on women now because you don't have it to spend. Like, in all honesty, y'all want to be lonely. Y'all want to be in a position where you walking around angry because you can't really get the attention of a woman. And until you do all of the things that a man needs to do, which is provide, protect, and lead, y'all are going to be constantly having the same issues that y'all are having regarding women. That's it, and that's all.
All right, guys, so there you have it. There you have it, okay? She's basically saying that you don't have it, right? You don't have the money if you're not tricking on women. You don't have the money if you want to be financially celibate. You don't have the money if you want to save your money, if you want to stack your money. If you refuse to take these self-entitled women on dates, you don't have the money. Okay. And listen, man, when I was out here in the single dating market, and I still drive the same car, but at the time when I was out here in the single dating market, I was driving a 2013 vehicle. Okay? The car is paid off for. The car is mine. Okay, I can do whatever I want with the car. I don't have to deal with car payments, car loans. I can take the cash flow and invest it in the stock market and other businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're driving a decent car, or if you're driving a car that's paid off for, or if you're living a modest life, doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have the money, right? It means that you simply have values and standards, and you want to save your money, right? You value a dollar, right? You understand that you had to put blood, sweat, and tears into making that money, and you don't necessarily just want to spend your money just because, right? And if you don't spend the money, doesn't mean that you don't have the money. It just simply means that you're being responsible, right? You're simply being financially responsible, and these modern women can't stand it. And if you're dealing with a good woman and there's reciprocity there, those women don't have to worry about those things. You know what I mean? Like, it's only the women that are chronically single. It's all about the money, all about them. I. They don't give a damn about you. Those are the ones making these types of videos, right? The women that are fit, feminine, and friendly, they don't have these talking points. They don't really have to worry about this because they understand that reciprocity is in the equation, right? It's not a one-sided situation. But, you know, hey, I do want to take a look at what some of the fellas have to say about this. Let's take a look.
So as you guys know, right now, I'm in a financial celibate era. I'm going through my financial celibacy journey, okay? Which means I cannot spend any money on dates. And it seems like some men are also going through their own financial celibacy era. My friend Mike called me last night and said, Don P, I had a young lady call me and we used to go out, but it seemed like every time we would get to the point of being intimate, it would be that time of the month. And she called me last night saying, oh, I miss how we used to go out and we go to a nice dinner. Why don't you make us reservations tonight? I'll wear a beautiful dress, do my makeup and my hair for you. We can go somewhere like Ocean 48 or Javier's or Mastro's and just have a great dinner and spend some time together. And he said, listen, baby, I would love to. That sounds amazing. But unfortunately, right now I'm currently celibate. And she was like, oh, no, I didn't want to have intercourse with you. He was like, no, you misunderstand me. My money is celibate. My wallet is celibate. My credit cards are celibate. My debit cards are celibate. Even the cash in my safe is currently celibate. She said, what the hell are you talking about, Mike? He was like, that means I can spend no money on a date. She's saying, what are you trying to say? You broke? He says, no, I'm not broke at all. It's quite the opposite. I've been doing well over the last 3 months. I just have no money available to spend on dates and women like you. So good luck to all of the men in their financial celibacy era who are on their financial celibacy journey.
Financial celibacy, it's the new thing that these young men are focusing on when it comes to dating. And as Unc, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all. We always hear women say, my body, my choice. Rightfully so. But as a man, you should be able to say, my wallet, my choice. Side note, you should also care about your body as a man. Don't just go around and sleep with anybody. Have respect for yourself as well. Now back to what I was saying. Your money's a part of your value. As a man, you had to get up and go earn that money. Get to know the woman that you're talking to before you decide to spend money on her. A lot of women hate to have conversations with you before you take them on a date. And it's not that they're worried about whether or not they're going to like you. They're worried about whether or not you're going to like them when you get to know them. Get to know her for who she is, beyond just what she looks like. Because sometimes that's the trick that gets you caught up. You're so caught up in how good she looks that you don't even take the time to get to know her as a person to see if you like her or not.
I just watched this woman's video and she was giving her dating experience here in 2026. She said she was dating a guy and she told him that she was celibate. The guy inquired about her celibacy and she said, you know, that's just something she doesn't want to just share with just anybody, basically. And the guy said, that's exactly how I feel about my finances. People in the comments were saying, male financial celibacy. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. This must be a new thing. Please, like, how do you do that? Do you like wait 90 days before you actually pay for a meal? Or do you wait like until you're married to actually pay for a date? I'm just curious how this is working out for you, Philip.
Now, to be fair, I'm saving my money for marriage. Might be a little hyperbolic, to be fair. But I think it's a case-by-case basis, right? It depends on the situation and who you're interacting with, right? What kind of vibe or what is she presenting when it comes to you guys getting to know each other? Okay, is she talking about money all the time? Is she trying to go on fancy trips and vacations and all this other stuff? Or is she actually trying to get to know you? Okay, is she trying to get to know you, or is she trying to get to know the menu? Okay, I think that's what men are looking at here. And again, to just be willy-nilly with your finances nowadays in 2026, I mean, come on. There's way too much information out here to say that you don't know. We've seen these content creators, Sprinkle, Share a 7, basically teaching women how to use and extract money up out of men. Unfortunately, that's the reality that we live in. Okay, 304 culture is rampant right now. You got these modern women thinking more and more like 304s every single day. They're trying to make prostitution and panhandling normal, right? We've seen it over and over and over. Now, I do want to take a look at this next video, this time around from a woman. She's going to be providing her perspective on this. Take a look.
So apparently, some guy came up with a new dating concept called financial celibacy.
I 100% agree and approve of this. As a matter of fact, I was the first one to suggest that men should stop breaking a bank, taking a woman out on a date. And let me explain. Let me cook. There are so many videos and so much content of women talking about, you know, like if a man doesn't take her out to like places like Ruth Chris or a 5-star restaurant or a Michelin star restaurant, that he broke. And that a lot of these women have proven time and time again that they're not looking for companionship. They're not looking for a partner. They're looking for a sponsor or trick, right? And I've made mention of this many, many times in regards to a lot of these women will make men jump through hoops and have all of these exorbitant ass standards. And in reality, they don't even like these dudes. And that the man that they really like, the man that they really are attracted to, she will let crack and put through the mattress like a spatchcock chicken for free. As a matter of fact, she'll give him money. So I 100% approve of a man putting himself on a budget, a very strict budget in regards to how much he's willing to spend to go on a date. The second point that I'm going to make is there are plenty of third spaces where you can take someone on a date that you can pay next to nothing. So please do not believe the hype talking about there are no third spaces. That is complete and total bullshit. Because the people who complain about there are no third spaces are the same individuals that will flake on you, that will ghost you when you invite them out to certain events. Here in Richmond, there are free concerts. There are festivals, especially in the spring and the summertime. The first Friday of every month, there's a thing called First Fridays, where if you are into music, you are into art, you can go out to the arts district and check out different galleries, different exhibits, and all this other stuff. You can actually take a young lady out on a date and spend next to nothing. You just have to be intentional. Now, disclaimer, you pull some bullshit talking about, you know, taking a woman out on a restaurant, and when the tab comes in, you don't want to pay it and you expect her to pay. You do that to me, you will get blocked. Because now you're just being an asshole about it. But given the fact that there are so many dating content creators that is pushing 304 culture, I am a firm believer that you should protect your wallet, because there are women that's trying to play you like a sucker. They're treating you like you're a sponsor or a trick. So protect your interests. If you are dating for the intent of looking for a partner or a spouse, you just have to be a little bit more intentional. And if the chick has a problem with going to a festival or going to a concert that is free, and she expects you to take her out to eat at some 5-star Michelin star restaurant, you already know where she's coming from. You already know where she stands. Do as you wish with this information.
All right, guys, so there you have it. There you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I'll turn it to you guys in the comment section. Are you guys financially celibate? Are you guys refusing to go on dates to the guys that still value relationships and marriages? Yeah, give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. What are you guys noticing out here when it comes to the single dating market? Or maybe you're a guy that's married, you're engaged. Okay, maybe you've grabbed your passport. Maybe you're watching this from a different country. Maybe you're going your own way. You're protecting your peace. Let me know what you guys think.